Hi, my name is Alex Carlucci with GustanCho.com. I'm going to tell you some things we have going on with appraisals. We have a lot of issues with them, and we want you to understand what could happen and go wrong. So let's talk about FHA most here. So when you're doing an FHA loan, a lot of things can go wrong on that appraisal. So let's talk about the main thing that happens that's the biggest problem. The value comes in light. And that's a problem. It's not your fault. It's not my fault. It's nobody's fault. It's the appraiser said that it's worth $5,000 less. So what you do is you go back and negotiate with the sellers and say, hey, can you lower the price? They say no. You come in with a difference, or we reduce your closing cost credits and we're at a standstill. The sellers are saying my house is worth it, and you're saying, well, the appraiser said it's not. So what can happen in that situation is that we can challenge the appraisal. We get one shot to do it. So what I do is I have the sellers, I have the buying agent, both agents give me comps, and I get to send 2 or 3 comps to the appraiser and said, we disagree with you, we think it's worth these, we think these comps are better than ones that you used, please reconsider your value. If that works, great. If it doesn't, we're stuck with that value, especially because it's an FHA appraiser. FHA appraisal follows the house for 4 months. So if someone else tried to buy this house a month ago and they got an FHA appraisal, we're stuck with that appraisal. We don't even get to order one. Now, if the underwriter thoroughly agrees with us and disagrees with the appraisal, she'll allow you to order a second one. Very rare, but that can happen. So that's one issue. Another issue is the appraiser could say, I'm not going to appraise this. I'll give it the value, but it's subject to repairs. So there's 2 little tabs below the value. There's as is and there's subject to. We're always hoping it's as is. That means that the appraisal is good, there's no repairs required. If there's subject to, we have to read further into the appraisal and find out what repairs the appraiser is saying has to be done. So they're going to take pictures of all the problems with the appraisal. So if they see like a gutter falling off, they'll take a picture of it, it'll be in the appraisal. If they'll see a mold come, or some kind of spot or mold or a watermark in the ceiling, they'll take a picture. So they'll want that addressed, they'll want it fixed. And what has to happen is you as a borrower gets charged for the appraiser to go back out after the seller fixed the problems that the appraiser requests. So the subject to means the seller's got to fix these problems before the appraiser can go back out, and then he'll mark it as is after repairs are done, and then now we have a good appraisal. Another thing that's going to be graded on the appraisal is the levels of, there's C levels. They graded levels. C1's in perfect condition, mint. C2 is a little bit damaged, not damaged, but not as nice. C3's needs some work. C4, it's borderline, and then that most lenders can do C4s, and they're C5 and C6. C5 and C6 are pretty much, you can't get them done. It means it's in really bad condition. So we got to bring it from a C5 to a C4 somehow by having the sellers repair it. And those are the types of things that are going to come up in the appraisal. And we want to see the appraisal come in at value or a little bit above. We want to see it as is, and we love to see a C1. And if we don't get it what we want, those are the solutions are the sellers repair it, we renegotiate the contract, you give up some seller credits and just eat the loss, or you guys split in the middle. And those are the types of things that come up in appraisals, and I hope you like this video. Please share it, and go to GustanCho.com if you want to read more blogs on appraisals, or call me anytime. I'll answer your questions. Again, 630-915-7550.